Hi guys, it's me Anne again, and here I am with another video. It's the video I promised you already. It's the first time tag. As you probably already know, I have filmed the first time tag on my other channel when I just started it. It was my video that I thought would be good to start with. So I think that it would be interesting to start my second channel with this first video. So let's get to it. So I have here some questions. To be precise, it's 10 questions. I found them online and I'm going to share with you some of my first times. So the first question is, what was your first job and what was the first time you quit your job? Well, I decided to combine these questions because, well, I'm not working there anymore, but still, I think it's a story worth telling. Well, my first paid job, I got it about a year ago, I guess. It was a job as a hostess in one of the Russia's hotels. If you don't know who hostess is, it's a girl who practically meets people at the restaurant, takes them to their table, and gets the order for the drinks, and then gives the order for the drinks to the waiter of this table. That was pretty much my work, and I thought it would be good to work there because I could use my languages and, well, just for fun. Well, it was not that fun, as I understood, because this work had several rules that had to be followed, and they were like wearing uniform, special shoes, special heels on the shoes, and always, always you had to be standing up for 8 hours straight. You didn't have a chance to sit down. And believe me, it was terrible. I understood quite fast that this job is going to ruin my health, and I just quit. And I was working there for about 2 months, maybe 3 months, not more, but I don't regret leaving it, and I would never go back to working there. Okay, moving on. Second question. First crush. Well, I guess I had to dig quite deep to find my first crush, and I guess my first crush was a boy called Artom. He was studying with me in my kindergarten. He was blonde, and actually, that's all that I remember about that guy, but for some reason I liked him, and I guess he was my first crush. The question number 3. First pet. Well, I've got to say that I didn't try to prepare a lot for this tag because I thought it would be more fun if I would try to remember all these facts from my life right in front of you. So I guess my first pet was a cat. Actually, she came to our house herself. We didn't buy her, we didn't find her. She came to us herself, and we just gave her food, milk, and stuff. She liked us, but she could always go away and then come back. Gave birth to kittens several times actually, and we were also taking care of these kittens, and practically these kittens were my second, third, and so on pets. So, the question number 4 is the question, what was your first video? Well, some of you already know that I have another YouTube channel, but it's the Russian channel, and I speak Russian there because Russian is my native language. And my first video there was first time tag. If you are interested, you can just follow the link here. You can just click on that video and you will see the video that I recorded more than a year ago, but it's all in Russian and I'm not sure that you will understand what I'm talking there about. But if you are interested, you can click here or you can follow the link in the description, and it will also take you to that video that I made more than a year ago. So, question number 5. First celeb crush. Well, it's very, very difficult to answer this question because I have quite a bad memory and I don't really remember which films and cartoons I started watching in the beginning, but I don't know. I think well, I was not really a kid then when I first watched High School Musical, and I really, really loved this film. So I really liked Zac Efron there, but I guess he was my first crush. I don't really like him now. You can kill me now, but he's not my type anymore. Question number 6. First concert. Well, it also took some digging, and I figured out that I don't really remember my first concert. Probably it was the concert of Deep Purple. My father probably took me there because he likes them. And, well, I know several of their songs. Oh, no. I know what was my first concert. I was just a filly. I was really, really small. I was about 4 to 6. I don't really remember the age. And my father was a good friend of another guy who knew a singer who was singing Bard songs here in Russia. His name was Yuri Kukin. I loved his songs. And I was just this small little girl, and my father used to take me to his small concerts of this singer. Well, I was, as I have already said, I was going there with my sister. She was even smaller than I were, and we were sitting right next to the stage, so practically our elbows were on the stage. And when he was singing his songs, me and my sister, we were staring at him and singing every single word he was singing. And I can imagine now how he felt that these two lovely, I hope lovely girls were sitting right next to him and they were singing his songs. So I guess it was flattering for him, but I really enjoyed these concerts and we have been there for plenty of times and I really loved them. Moving on. My first phone. I guess I got my first phone, when I was about probably 10 or 12, somewhere around there. My first phone was actually the phone, it was called Siemens, but I don't really remember the name, but you can see the picture over here. It looked like this. It was this bluish grayish color, and I really loved this phone. It was so cute. It was black and white, obviously, and for several years I was sure that I lost my phone under the wardrobe because I used to charge it there, and I just thought that I once forgot it there and I lost it, which was not actually the truth, but it's another story. The question number 8 is, first time I flew an aeroplane. Well, I don't really remember my first flight, but I guess my first flight on the airplane was at the age about 3, because I do remember our trip with my mom, my dad. I don't remember if my sister was there, probably not. We flew to Canada and we were sitting there. When we were there, we were sitting there by the fire singing Russian songs, and I do remember this trip. It was so nice. I do remember the scenery. I even remember seeing a deer, and I was 3. It's quite an achievement for me, believe me. The next question. First person who you cared more about their well-being than your own. Well, it was probably the most easy question for me to answer because this friend is still my friend today and I'm so glad to have her by my side. I just care about her way more than I care about myself. I can do anything for her probably, and I guess she knows who I'm talking about. It is my best friend. We still are in touch. We got to know each other when we entered the same university, the same faculty, and she is the best. She's my best friend the person I always can lean on, and she always can lean on me, and I guess she is the one that I care the most. And the last question is going to be, first time you had cut your class. Well, this calls for one more story. Well, when I was a little girl, when I was studying at school, I was quite a good girl. I tried never to cut classes. I tried so hard to get good notes, which I probably didn't get. I was always at a level of C or something like that. So I was not a very good student, but still I tried so hard. And the first time I actually cut my class on purpose myself was when my class, we were probably in the 7th grade, probably. We had to go to the hospital together because we had to get checked up. All the class, it was a normal thing. And when we were finished with that, my classmates, they offered me to go to the shopping center by our school. And it was the first time I ever got called somewhere by my classmates. I was always like an isolated kid. I got bullied a lot, and well, it's another story. I'm already over it and it's fine. But it was the first time they actually called me somewhere, and I thought that it was special and I had to go. But well, it turned pretty bad for all of us, obviously. Well, I decided to go. We had spent some time eating, going around shops and stuff. But when we returned back to school, we figured out that another class that was also studying with us, they came to school after the hospital visit, and so the teachers knew that the hospital visit is already over, but our class is not there yet. So they understood that the whole class has cut the lesson. Everybody got really bad marks and stuff, but it was very special for me. It was the first time I ever cut a class. And that's it. That's all the first time tag I have for you, all the questions that I have for you. If you are interested, you can always comment down below. I will answer you in the comments, or I will make a Q&A video for you if you want to. So I will be waiting for your comments. You can also click down there and subscribe to my new channel. I hope you will enjoy it. Well, until next time, guys, bye.